What's up guys, Vendetta here, and today I am going to be doing my top 5 picks for 2016. This will include remasters, and this will also include games that are only released in 2016, which that should be the obvious part. And by the way, just to clarify one thing, because I thought about this before making the video, if any of you think that this video is about games that I think is better than any other game, like Titanfall 2 or other games that I haven't played, don't get me wrong. My top 5 picks is just simply games that I've enjoyed this year, and these are my top 5 favorites, not best in general, like best games of all 2016. Because I'm still excited for Final Fantasy 15 and a couple of others. But all I'm going to say is I just wanted to point that out so that way no one gets triggered over the comment section and tells me what should or shouldn't have been on this list. Because this is just my personal pick, so it doesn't matter what you think. But if you want to share your list of games you played this year, go ahead and put them in the comments below. That way I can see where you stand, you know, with gaming. And I'd love to see what you enjoyed this year. But anyways, just wanted to clarify that so that way no one, you know, trips over and comments, you know, and tries to correct me. Just wanted that out there. Alright, let's get into it. Now, the reason I decided to make Mafia 3 number 5 is because even though it was a really good game, don't get me wrong, I feel like it lacked from the original Mafia 2, which if you remember that back on PS3 and 360, you were actually in the Italian mob, and in this one they focused too much on the racial type of lifestyle in the 60s. Like, it was more about the racism conflicts in the 60s and the Vietnam War, and less about the mob in general. Like, even though the mob was in the story, yes, you know, it's like they made the story drift too much to other directions. And plus, with the repetitive gameplay, it's like you would lose interest, because when you buy this and you see the title Mafia, you picture it to be more revolved around the Mafia. The only thing you do is be a hitman and you kill the Mafia, which that's the only involvement you have with the mob in the game. There's nothing special about it. There's no ifs, ands, or but fucks about it. Like, this game in general just has no relation. You don't join the mob, you don't work for them. There's no story but the first half of it. Like, not the first half, actually, I take that back. Just the first, like, few, maybe an hour of gameplay, depending on how long it takes you to get past the cutscenes, and all, on top of that, just the slow-paced gameplay in the beginning. But, pardon me. It all ends after the bar, and this is a spoiler alert, guys, after the bar catches fire, and then on top of that, your fam dies, all them family members and stuff, you know, your brother, all that, and you come back from the war. That's where the story ends. After that, it's just going around, slashing throats, shooting around, which is fun for a while. I'll give you that. And this is coming from a guy who loves Mafia games, okay? I love the series, and I haven't beat Mafia 3 yet, and I stopped the series because I became careless and bored. You know, I think the game needed a little bit more taste and flavor to it. You know, I felt like it became too focused on racism and less on the mob. And I felt like, you know, playing the black man as the antagonist didn't ruin the game. I feel like it was a good idea and concept at first, but now playing the game, I kind of feel like it was nothing like a Mafia game. And I feel like, guys, Mafia 2 was way better than Mafia 3. I feel like Mafia 3 is a good game, though, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you like repetitiveness, you know, you like grinding, whatever, because this story mode is all about that. Like, you do the same technique, do the same things, you know, over and over. And, you know, the game is not bad, like I said. It's just that it could have been better. And, you know, there wasn't much customization in there, which killed a little bit of the life that you felt in the game. Like, there wasn't much life in it as to begin with, so when they added just a few costumes, it still lacked a little bit, and I expected a lot better. Even though there was limited clothing in Mafia 2, I'm not complaining that that's the only problem. The customization with cars, it was just a lack in a lot of areas, and I feel like they could have did a better job on Mafia 3. Now, I don't know if it was just lazy and unfinished, or if they were in a rush to, you know, send it out. And I'm sorry if you can hear me burp. I don't know. It's just, I'm taking this medicine and stuff. But anyway, all I can say, guys, is Mafia 3 is a game that I think I recommend it this way. If you want to play a Mafia game, play Mafia 2. But if you want to, you know, just play a game just to play it for the action, play Mafia 3, because if you're looking for the story to continue from Mafia 2, there's not much there that continues. I mean, you can do side jobs for Vito Scaletta, the character you played as the main antagonist in Mafia 2, but once that's all said and done, it's just the same repetitive stuff, you know? It's all about rackets and stuff, and it's more or less you building your own gang, like Saints Row 2, than you are in the Mafia themselves, and it's kind of redundant after a while. It really is kind of a pointless show. But anyway, that's what I would recommend. If you're a hardcore Mafia fan, play Mafia 2 and stick with that, because this game really doesn't fill your heart like that one did. Also, if you're not a fan of Mafia, but you do kind of like the action side and stuff like that, then yeah, like I said, this. But that's all I can say for Mafia 3 right now at this point, because the glitches and stuff were pretty crazy and other things I could have mentioned, but I'm going to hold back on this and just leave it at number 5, because even though I did kind of just trash talk it just now, I can defend it at one point. It was actually kind of a nice game that they did try to make it good, but I feel like they either didn't try hard enough or they were just lazy, and I feel like this was a lost cause. But yeah, it's number 5 because nonetheless I got it, I played it, and I enjoyed the hell out of it in the beginning. Pardon me. Hey guys, now I just want to put this on hold real quick. I know not a lot of my fans are probably fans of anime. I know a lot of you would probably comment down below weeaboo or trash talk me. I mean, I do have a lot of fans that do like anime, but I don't know, just in case any of you do not like anime, it's okay, just skip this part if you want, or if you want dislike. I know, I get it, you hate weeaboos, whatever. I don't really get the big hate deal over anime fans, but fuck it, I just want to point that out. If you don't like me, unsub and dislike, I respect that, but you know, you don't have to trash talk me in the comments if you don't want to, that's fine, or you can do all of the above, but I just wanted to point that out on a side note, so that way you know, all you anime haters can fuck off. Okay, moving on. Now, yes, Xenoverse 2 is an amazing game. Is it the best anime game out there? Of course not. No way. Is it one of the best? Possibly. If you are a fan of Dragon Ball, then yes, of course you'd recommend it in that list, like me. I honestly would say that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 has really improved from the first one, a lot of ways. Like, there's a little bit more to explore. Not a lot, but a little bit. And on top of that, I like that the, you know, you can travel to Boo's home and feed him. He can have kids, and you can get items that way. I love how the story is continuing, and it actually is starting to make more sense as you go along. And it's actually... and I gotta point this out real quick. I love that it has Dragon Ball Super characters, because that makes me feel good. That it doesn't just have GT characters, but it has Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball... like, they're mixing all of it together. It reminds me of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. If you guys remember that on PS2, it was also on the Wii, but I don't remember if anyone cared for that version. But the PS2 had Budokai Tenkaichi, and no, I'm not talking about the one that looked like board pieces, and I'm not talking about the one where you flew around and then dropped down to do missions. I'm not talking about Budokai. I'm talking about Budokai Tenkaichi. And they made 3 installments to the franchise, and I have to say 3 was the best. It had GT characters, the Dragon Ball Z characters. This reminds me of that game so much, because Xenoverse 2 has hella characters from all the different genres, and I feel like that is amazing, and I love that. As a Dragon Ball Z fan, you love to have the variety there. Even if you feel like GT sucked, even if you wasn't a fan, it's nice to have a variety of characters, you know? And I think we can all agree, the more characters the better, because who wants just like 10, 20 characters? Who wants just like 30, 40? I feel like there's a lot of good characters like Black Goku, Future Trunks, like they've added a lot just for the pre-order bonus, and the DLC for the season pass might be really good and decent. You know, I've heard that they're going to support it for a whole year, and that means it'll be more than what the first one had by a lot. So I hope that they'll use their time wisely and make this game even better than what it is now, and give us more reasons to come back. Because I feel like now, this game did last longer to me than the first one. Like, I got bored of the first one way quicker than this one. Like, I'm still playing this now, and it still feels good to me. Like, the campaign and, like, just the missions and stuff, the parallel quests, like, I love it all. you know, and I love how you got to go to school and stuff and do little things like that. Like they added they added little by little, and at the same time maintained like a side quest feel to it. Like when you got your flying license and did all this extra stuff, like you felt like, you know, you were doing extra stuff through the world, and you felt like a part of the universe more because you trained and earned those things moving up in the ranks as a Z fighter. And you know, I think it was such a rich and fun exploring moment, and I think any DBZ fan would love to have this game. I mean, if you're a DBZ fan and you don't like this game, I mean, I guess I can respect that. I mean, hey, it's what you like, like I said in the beginning of this video. But I gotta say, this game is definitely worth trying out. If you don't like this, I don't know you, because you gotta try it out before you hate on it. This game is really good, so I recommend this to, even if you're not a DBZ fan and you're not, you know, really familiar with the DBZ games, this would be the best one to try out because it's such a smooth and easy learning platform. They make it real simple for you, and at the same time, it maintains that Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi feel, like I said, which was the best Dragon Ball Z game ever existed. But Xenoverse 2 definitely brings up to par. Like, it definitely outmatches its original predecessor, Xenoverse 1, and maintains a popular fan base because there's a lot of communities on PS4 that I've seen. I've even joined one. It's a really fun game, and all I can say is, guys, try it out because you're missing out if you haven't got it yet. Okay guys, now I think we all knew that this was definitely going to be in the list when I mentioned remasters, because let's be realistic, okay? This is obviously, if not the top 2 or 3, because this is obviously not my number 1 on the list, but this is definitely on the list because this is one of the best remasters on PS4. Come on guys, how could you not? If there was a list just for remasters on PS4, just for remasters alone, this would be in that freaking top 5 pick. Can't even talk right. See, this is what I'm saying. Remastered Modern Warfare beats a lot of remastered games, okay? Let's be realistic, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure none of you would pick Dead Island Definitive Edition over this. I think anybody that loves shooters, I'll put it that way, would definitely pick this game up if they got the opportunity to. And if you're not a fan of Infinite Warfare, I know you're probably thinking, well, hopefully they'll make it sold separately. Well, I can't speak for that because I don't know. That hasn't happened yet. But what I can say is this is definitely on my list because this game was amazing, okay? The graphics was on point, even though I don't really care for them. I just feel like the gameplay was nice in general. Like, I feel like it felt good to play it again. I think that's what we all cared about. I think the graphics was fine and all, but let's be real. The funnest part was playing the multiplayer again. It was so hooked and fun again. I mean, honestly, there was no jumping around. There was no bullshit. It was just simply fun and addictive, and it felt good to be addicted to a game that was on boots on ground type of gameplay. And I think we can all agree that that was what we loved most about it, was the gameplay. Getting in multiplayer matches and quick scoping again with those classic snipers that we've had before, like the Dragunov, and just, it's like playing it was reminiscing on it again. Just playing it alone was already reminiscing on it because it felt like you could replay those memories again, and you know, you could play with those same guns, play the same campaign, and do the same old stuff again. And I felt like that's what made this game great again, you know? And I felt like the game was in general just well done before, even on 360 and PS3, but this time I think playing it again on PS4, it felt so good to relive those moments, you know? And I think that that's what really mattered about this game most, was just reliving it. I think they went into this developing knowing that this game would sell Infinite Warfare, obviously, and also at the same time it would bring back memories and maybe the fan base would return. And I think that's what it did, because a lot of people that played this definitely picked this version up, and that's obvious because this was an amazing game. And yeah, so that's all I can say for this game, guys. I mean, honestly, if you love Call of Duty, you know, I think that you should pick this up, you know. And if you haven't, go ahead and comment below why. But anyways, that's all I can say for this game, guys, because it's perfect in my eyes. Reaching over 20 million players now Overwatch is one of the best shooters I've played in a long time, to be honest. I mean, it's as good as Modern Warfare Remastered. I enjoy this game a lot, you know. I get some people don't like the design of it. Maybe some people may not just like the game in general. I respect that. This is, like I said, not about yours. It's about my picks, you know. If you disagree, comments are there for a reason. But just wanted to say this now. Overwatch is amazing. I hope everyone tries it because it's really fun, and with the updates now, with new maps and characters, I feel like the game has turned out a lot better than what it was to begin with. It's not the same game, trust me. If you guys played this 6 months ago, a year ago, or, well, a year ago, what am I talking about? This is 2016. It couldn't have been a year by now. Came out this March, or May. Anyway, if you played it back when it first came out, if you played it just 3 months ago, this update that happened just about 3 weeks ago made the game totally different. There's an arcade mode, there's a new character, Sombra, not just one new character no more. Yeah, I know everyone was thinking after Ana that was pretty much it. Nope, Sombra's finally out. There's definitely new skins from the Halloween theme and all that stuff. Like, I feel like if you haven't played it, you've missed out on so many different events. And in a few days, there'll be a Season 3 starting. So definitely either rent it, borrow it from a friend and never bring it back, or buy it, because this game is worth picking up, people. Come on, you can do it. I know you want to. Deep down, you want to give it another try. And with the updates, now you can give it a try and tell me if in general you really do love it. Because here's the thing, this game has potential, and this game has way more potential after these updates. I can't wait for the map Oasis. I can't wait for any other future updates and contents they've got coming. I'm definitely psyched for new characters, whatever new tank they've got to offer, everything. I feel like this game is amazing, and I feel like you gotta be crazy not to try it if you're a fan of shooters. If you've played Destiny, Halo, if you've played, you know, Borderlands, if you've played Call of Duty, Battlefield, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is still a really good shooter, and it deserves a chance and some respect because it's a really good game. And I feel like I'm not going to be one of those people that say everything's free because you got to buy loot boxes, but it's nice that they give you the characters and maps and stuff for free, so you're never left out of the fun, regardless of outfits or whatever, because the things you have to buy really don't benefit you in the match or restrict you from doing anything extra in the game. So just remember that, guys. It is free to have fun with everyone else. It's just not free if you want the taunts and the outfits and all that. So yes, this game is still worth getting, and at the price tag that it was for Black Friday, I'm insanely like speechless if you haven't bought it yet, because I'm crazy for this game, and I would have definitely bought this for Black Friday, but I bought it sooner, so what the hell. But anyways, guys, yes, this game is definitely my number 2 pick. I play it till this very day, and hell, I've been using this on my Saturday streams and Sunday streams more than fucking any other game, I think. Well, it feels like. I think Black Ops 3 I've done more. I don't know, I have to go check, but you guys can tell me that. But anyways, guys, yes, number 2 pick is Overwatch. Hey guys, now for number 1, I just want to point out that this is number 1 because I obviously love multiplayer games, you know, but this game I know lifed back on last gen, so it feels nice to reminisce on that. And with the mods, it gives it a new feel and new look and design to the game. Like, I feel like it's a new game entirely, even though, yes, playing the DLC again and the main story again, it feels, you know, refreshing, immersive all over again, and it's reminiscing, but realistically the mods did help. And I know that Xbox One has a lot more mods, but give it time because they've added some already to Skyrim Selection and Fallout 4 Selection, thanks to Sony finally being okay with it. Pardon me. They've added like mods over like the last few weeks, so don't panic, guys. The mods will get better over time, you know, and I feel like it gives the game potential, because even though you're playing like the same DLC or the same story mode, when you have that feeling of, oh, well, I've already done this so many times now, and you get that mood where you don't feel like playing Skyrim because you've played so much of the same stuff, don't get off the game because you're tired of reminiscing and you feel like you've done it all already again. No, do mods. Download some quests or download some craftsmanship, because there's all types of craftsmanship skills you can unlock with mods and weapons, and hey, it's all about that location, remember? Because it's all about exploration in Skyrim. Well, there's locations you can unlock just through the mods mods, and the quests unlock new locations. So yes guys, go do that now. Go download some mods. It's really fun and simple. And now I can't speak for everyone. The mods I've heard from some people have created issues on their console, like lag, freezing, whatever. I'm gonna say that for me though, I've downloaded like 3, 4 sometimes at a time. It works just fine on my console. Now, I know that's just 3 or 4, and there's like probably 20, 30 something mods on console. So I can't really say for all the mods, but what I can say is I pick the ones that I feel like are the safest and at the same time the funnest, and I maintain them. Like if one I feel like won't work with another mod, then I'll just delete that mod and then download that one. And it's simple to have mods on Skyrim, and the reason I'm talking about mods is because, come on, that's one of the coolest features about the remastered Skyrim. I know they call it Special Edition, but it's technically a remaster. It's the same game. I mean, there's nothing special about it. It's not a collector's edition. It's not the you know, original edition. No, it's a remastered. So special edition is AKA, you know, yeah, remastered. Anyway, moving on. Mods, all you need to do is make an account at Skyrim at www. I think Bethesda / something. But anyways, you can, if you have the game, it'll tell you the website, or you can look it up yourself. Make an account, and then all you have to do is, like Facebook, you know how you have an email and password, sign into the thing on the main page of Skyrim. You click on mods and it'll say put password and email, and you can also use a Gmail, so don't trip over that, guys. Honestly, I think it's well worth it. I think you won't regret getting this game, and if you've played this before, definitely pick it up now, because it'll be a game you'll regret missing out on. This is definitely my top pick for 2016, and I feel like anyone that's a fan of Bethesda, well hell, you guys know me, I did a hella long series on Fallout 4, so you know I'm a Bethesda freak, you know, so obviously this was kind of probably expected by most of you that this would be my number 1. But yes, honestly, that's all I can really say for this game at this point now, is the mods really did help out a huge point in this game. And just the way it looks, like, you can definitely tell if you play it and look at it through your own eyes instead of through video, you can definitely see the differences, and it feels good all over again. But now that we got the mods out the way, the last thing I want to point out about this game is the game, regardless of what people say about graphics wise, I don't care if it looked the same from Skyrim on the 360 or PS3. This game was worth playing. And if you don't buy it, then you're crazy not even to rent the game and give it a chance. Because if you just rent it, I won't hold you on that one or judge you on that one, because renting it is just as worth as buying it. If you don't really want to buy this and you feel like it may be a waste of money, rent it. I'm begging you guys, rent this game. If you are a fan of Skyrim then, or if you're not a fan, just doesn't matter, rent the game and give it a chance, because you may love it with the mods and all that. Give the whole game a chance. Make the account, get it all set up, rent it for a day or two, and once you get the account, download some mods and play the quests. Dude, guys, you'll love it, okay? You won't regret it. Take the words from my mouth. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright guys, well, that was my top 5 pick for my best games of 2016. I enjoy all of these games and I still play them now. And honestly, if you guys have any of these games or are planning on picking these up for Christmas or have gotten them for Black Friday, you know, add me on PlayStation and definitely find me and we can play sometime on Overwatch or Dragon Ball. I actually would love to play some of my friends list on Dragon Ball. I haven't got the chance because not a lot of them have it, and some of them that do aren't always online. You know, so it bums me out, but I've also been sick lately and I am feeling better, as you can tell, so there will be more videos continually uploading again. Yes, I'm back, it's official. And I know this video is like 30 minutes long almost, just for like 5 games. I'm sorry about the whole speech and all that for every game, but I feel like these were just really good games and I had a lot to say about them. So if you did enjoy, leave a like, and if you watched to the very end, I'm impressed, so thank you so much for that. But as always, Twitter, Instagram links in the description below, Twitter and Instagram, and I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, XO out.